As an electrician, determining if the area for the range installation needs to be fire rated is a primary responsibility. Electrical installations must comply with the relevant codes to ensure safety and prevent violations. The age of the building, while relevant, does not automatically exempt the installation from current safety standards. Grandfathering clauses typically apply to buildings with minimal alterations. In this case, installing a range in what used to be a school hall might not qualify for grandfathering, especially if there have been renovations over the years. Non-metallic sheath cable, or INM cable, may not be permitted for the range installation if fire rating requirements are in effect. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates that ranges be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions and local codes. This generally includes a dedicated circuit protected by a correctly sized circuit breaker or fuse. The circuit wiring has to adhere to NEC standards for the specific installation type, such as using conduit or armored cable. To ascertain specific requirements, contact the local building code authority or a qualified electrical inspector. They can give direction on fire rating, wiring regulations, and other applicable codes. Not following relevant codes can result in safety risks, code breaches, and potential legal accountability. Regarding the specifics of wiring a range, consider these points. Firstly, the range circuit must be a dedicated circuit, meaning it serves only the range and nothing else. This prevents overloading the circuit and reduces the risk of fire. Secondly, the size of the circuit breaker or fuse protecting the range circuit depends on the amperage rating of the range. This information can be found on the range's nameplate. Consult NEC Table 220.55 for demand factors for ranges. Thirdly, the wire gauge used for the range circuit must be appropriate for the amperage rating of the circuit breaker or fuse. Using undersized wire can cause the wire to overheat and create a fire hazard. Consult NEC Table 310.16 for opacities of insulated conductors. Fourthly, the type of wiring method used for the range circuit must comply with the NEC and local codes. Commonly used wiring methods include conduit, armored cable, and non-metallic sheath cable. Each wiring method has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the choice depends on the specific installation conditions. Fifthly, the range receptacle must be of the correct type and rating for the range. Ranges typically require a 240 volts receptacle with a specific amperage rating. Make sure to use a receptacle that is listed for use with ranges. Sixthly, the range must be properly grounded to prevent electric shock. The grounding conductor must be connected to the grounding electrode system of the building. Seventhly, all electrical connections must be made properly and securely. Loose connections can cause arcing and overheating, which can lead to a fire. Eighthly, after the range is installed, test the circuit to make sure that it is working properly. Use a voltmeter to check the voltage at the receptacle. Use an ammeter to check the current draw of the range. Ninthly, provide the homeowner with instructions on how to safely operate the range. This includes information on how to clean the range, how to prevent fires, and what to do in case of an electrical emergency. Tenthly, document all aspects of the installation. This includes the size of the circuit breaker or fuse, the wire gauge, the wiring method, the type of receptacle, and the grounding method. This documentation can be helpful in case of future problems. Also, consider the building's age, as the existing electrical system might not be adequate for the new range. The service panel may need to be upgraded to accommodate the additional load. Check the capacity of the existing service panel and calculate the total load of the building, including the new range. If the existing service panel is not large enough, it will need to be upgraded. Also, the grounding system may need to be upgraded to meet current code requirements. Older buildings may have inadequate grounding systems, which can increase the risk of electric shock. Consider the need for arc fault circuit interrupters, RF-SIs, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. SIs are designed to protect against fires caused by arcing faults, while GFCIs are designed to protect against electric shock. The NEC requires SIs in many locations in a home, and GFCIs are required in wet locations such as bathrooms and kitchens. Furthermore, assess the condition of the existing wiring. Older wiring may be deteriorated or damaged, which can create a fire hazard. If the existing wiring is in poor condition, it should be replaced. Obtain the necessary permits before starting the work. Electrical work typically requires a permit from the local building department. Obtaining a permit ensures that the work will be inspected and that it complies with the NEC and local codes. By following these steps, you can ensure that the range is installed safely and in compliance with the applicable codes. Also remember to consult with the local building inspector and be compliant to the local building and electrical codes.